Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Jackson, also known as TKJJ or More Announcements Guy. Lead member, student congress member, DK Pittman, Citizenship Award winner, and Mr. East Met. Today, I have been bestowed the honor of introducing a student who has raised the East Mecklenburg standard. For 4 years, he has done nothing short of amazing, enhancing leadership and excellence to a level that is achieved by few others. As for his academic career, he has had at East Mecklenburg, even the word impressive is an understatement. I mean, we are talking about the president of East Technology Student Association. Moreover, he is president of Science National Honor Society. Production organizer for 10X East Mecklenburg and East Meck ambassador for prospective students and alumni. He also served on junior and senior board and still found time to ball out for the Ultimate Frisbee Club. Outside of school, he was an electrical systems assistant at an engineering firm, lead volunteer at the library for 5 years plus, and an ICU department volunteer at Novant Health. I'm still trying to calculate how he had time to eat, drink, sleep, and shower, along with being a maniac when it comes to dominating disc golf and ultimate frisbee. When he somehow found free time, he runs a personal business from home that uses blockchain-based currencies. I didn't even mention the 4.7 GPA he maintained over his illustrious career at East Meck, which is impressive in and of itself. Through his hard work, dedication, and determination to his craft, he has committed to Duke Pratt School of Engineering and will be majoring in biomedical engineering. Not only has he made East Mecklenburg High School a better place, but he's also on track to make the world one too. By researching improvements in gene and drug delivery systems, it's exciting to see someone so young on the cusp of greatness, striving to be more than just a number. It's truly inspiring. Now, without a further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce the East Mecklenburg class of 2019, valedictorian,
Good afternoon, East Meck class of 2019. The best class East Meck has ever had. No, I'm told I'm biased. Anyway, it's here. We've done it. Every single one of us in a blue cap and gown today is about to embark on a new journey. A journey full of exciting career prospects and everything else associated with adulthood. Nevertheless, as I stand here today, I see graduates and their families coming together to celebrate an important milestone. I see proud parents beaming at their child's accomplishment. I see teachers standing upright or sitting, taking pride in their role as educators, and excited to see another graduating class, successful graduating class here at East Meck. And lastly, I see all of you guys, my fellow graduates, sitting before me and eagerly waiting for your diploma, but also adrift in thought, mulling over the fact that we will soon begin a new phase of our lives. This phase will likely be radically different from our childhood, but I am certain it will be full of exciting moments and great happiness. Today, despite the flow of emotions cascading through each of you, it is necessary to remain calm. Ignore the anxiety or fear resulting from the prospect of a new beginning. Why, you might ask? Because you must believe in yourself. As Roosevelt once said, each time we face our fear, we gain strength, courage, and confidence in the doing. Today, you must relinquish any fear of what is to come and be confident in your ability to succeed in your goals. Fear and a lack of confidence are a person's worst enemy. I know you've likely heard this numerous times, but being confident is truly one of the first steps you need in achieving your goals. Meanwhile, challenges enable us to grow and better ourselves. Yes, that includes the challenge of having had to wake up early for school for the past 4 years. Likewise, most decisions or events in life will require a plan. Some plans will be more intricate than others. But remember that all plans play a role in our lives, and the actions we take by helping us overcome the challenges, physically or mentally. Through our endeavors at East, we have learned what it means to become world-class citizens and learners, thinking critically, being open-minded, and appreciative of our differences, and knowing that life isn't like a multiple-choice test. We can't just bubble and see and move on. But as we receive our diplomas today, I want you to ponder over how being a part of the Eagle family has changed you. I want each one of you to think about your future. Is it going to college, the military, finding work to provide for yourself or your family? Regardless of the future you have in mind, we all now have the privilege of calling East Mecklenburg our alma mater. Nonetheless, some might think, how can my ability to go to class, take countless tests, and complete homework help in the future? School is, however, more than a purely academic institution. High school provides a social and academic setting that enables us to adapt, and East Meg is no exception. It laid the foundations for the young adults that we have become. As author Coleman Cox once said, I am a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. People don't tend to succeed through sheer luck. Our years at East Meg have helped solidify our ability to work hard and succeed from it. After all, today is the day we are awarded for our hard work. As we part today, please take pride in how far you've come and appreciate life for what it is, the successes and the failures. None of us truly know where life will take us, but I know we all have what it takes to realize our dreams. As our journey on 495 ends today, let us remember to take what we have gained and apply it to the road of adulthood that we are slowly but surely merging onto. Thank you.
Let's start with another congratulations to the class of 2019. My name is Kate Carroll, Senior Class President.
And I am Marley Poku-Kankam, your Student Body President. We are so excited to address our class today. Graduation is finally here, and I know we all thought the lessons were over, but we have a few more for you before we leave high school for good.
Now, this review is not for a test or anything, but rather to look back on our time at East Meg and remember it for what it truly has been. A time for growth, learning, excitement, struggles, and love.
We have 4 lessons for you, one from each year of our high school experience. These lessons that we learned at East, and they, well, more importantly, lessons that we should always carry with us.
Freshman year, 2015. It's safe to say that the transition to high school is full of new experiences. We were welcomed into the world of high school football and even cheered on our team in the playoffs. And we put on our first school musical in 21 years. I know all of these new things were daunting for me, and many of you all too. And it was really easy to forget that all the people around you felt the exact same way. That's where our first lesson comes in. Everyone is just as scared as you are. When we all entered, we had thoughts of who we would sit with at lunch, whether or not we would make friends, what clubs and sports we would join, and of course, how hard our classes would be. Now, I hate to break it to you all, but that same feeling is going to start all over again when we enter the real world. But this time, we're prepared. We know that everyone around us feels the same way, and so that means that we need to take risks, put yourself out there, and take the initiative to where you want to be.
Up next, sophomore year. A year of inflated confidence and impatience. I don't know about you guys, but I thought I was pretty cool. And finally, I wasn't a freshman anymore. I had a driver's license, and I was going to Sweet 16 every month as we all celebrated a new year. It's so easy to get ahead of yourself once you get comfortable, but it's important to take a step back and look at where you really are and where you want to be. That's why we have this lesson come in. Be patient. Your time will come. Rushing growth will stunt you. Letting yourself take time to learn is how we truly grow. Growth is something that never stops, and as we start this new chapter, that growth will only continue.
Then there's junior year. Do we even need to describe junior year? We all felt the pressures of our futures and the work that it would take to get there, which is why we chose this lesson. Be persistent and keep your head up. To survive junior year, we had to have persistence. The schoolwork, the busy schedules, new jobs, and the standardized tests all pile up. And suddenly, you find yourself on the brink of adulthood. The only way to manage that and succeed is with a work ethic like no other, and a feeling that what you're doing is worth something. While that junior year experience is thankfully in the past, everything that we gain from it must stay with us as we grow in the future.
And now finally, our senior year. It was still a challenge, but one filled with excitement, fun, friendships, and memories that will last a lifetime. Everything leading up to this year has fueled an amazing payoff, and that is a part of our fourth lesson. Hard work pays off. Our class has had one hell of a year. We started out with fun at the senior tailgate, followed by crowning our homecoming queen at one last homecoming dance and football game. We moved into the winter with movie nights and socials, and crowned our reverse homecoming king. Spring came with our first and last Sadie Hawkins dance, and a musical that sailed beyond our expectations. We shared our stories with one word at the annual TEDx event, showing the endless diversity of our class and peers. Our track team showed out with multiple state qualifiers and champions, and broke school records. Spring ended with the biggest dance of them all, our senior prom. And we even threw a little bit of a senior prank in there with some watermelons. These events shaped our year outside of the classroom. But what about in the classroom? Our classes excelled academically and professionally as well. We have won millions of dollars in scholarships, including the Moorhead Cane, and a number of presidential scholarships. We have watched our Eagles get accepted into some of the most prestigious universities and programs in the country. We have students going into the military and the workforce with the skills they need to succeed. We are proud to have them represent East Mecklenburg in the future.
All right, we lied earlier. There is a test. Okay, I'm just kidding. But we did lie. There's more than 4 lessons. We have one more lesson to leave you all with. And this is the greatest lesson that only East Met can teach you. An eagle is always there for you. It could be a teacher, a friend, an administrator, or even one of us. But at East, there's always someone to turn to. No matter where life takes you, there's always a place for you at East Mecklenburg High School, and the people here will always love you as an equal.
Thank you. Please stand and join us in singing the alma mater.